All right, welcome back, guys. Today's Saturday, January 4th, and today we are getting into week 18 of the NFL incentives. Now, before I get into the selections, make sure you like, subscribe to stay up to date because now most of these videos are going to be coming out day of, day before. So make sure you subscribe so you get them, get notified when they get dropped. And as always, we have 4 great partnerships with these daily fantasy apps. We have Betr, Vivid, Dabble, and Want to Parlay. All of them use my code Bonfire, and when you sign up with Bonfire, they'll hook you up with a great double deposit bonus or a free $25 in Dabble's case. And if you use all 4 of these codes, you'll get over $700 in free plays. And then on top of that, if you deposit at least $10 into them to get the first time deposit, and you send a screenshot of that over to me on my Instagram, I'll give you a free week of my VIP picks. Now, I mentioned it in one of the videos I posted on my Instagram and YouTube shorts earlier, but I'm currently in the 98.5 percentile. We've been crushing on ESPN or on NFL betting. It's documented on ESPN. I'm currently at a 59.6% hit rate on ESPN. Again, it's all documented. It's all legit. And I really want to push into that, clear the 60% hit rate for the season and get into that top 1%. It is difficult in week 18 with everything moving around, but I know we have a really good shot at it. And because of that, I really want to give you guys a free week. Again, I'll be giving out every side of every NFL spread that we have. Again, all of the links for the description for my VIP, for my Instagram, for all these great apps are all in the description below. As you can see on the banner, all the bonuses are below, so check those out. And as I mentioned, today's video we're getting into the NFL incentives. You've seen them plastered all over the place. Now in this video I'll also talk about how to take advantage of some of these apps shooting the lines too high, because again, I've worked in this industry in various capacities for 10 plus years. I know both sides. I've been on the side of the app, of the book, and I've also been now I'm on the side of the player. I started as a player, went to the other side, both. So, here in this app, or here on this channel, bet like a bookie. This is how we do it. This is how, this is why we hit at a 60% clip rate, because we know how to watch these lines. And that's what we're going to talk about here in today's video, and really give you guys the edge over a lot of these people who are seeing these videos and are just going to take over on all these. But really, you need to take a step back, monitor the lines as they shoot up, and then hit them when they go up. So we'll talk about that. Before I want to get into that, I also want to show you guys we did great. Round 2 of the college football playoff. For our VIP spreads, we went 2-1. I mean, Oregon, I really had a lot of faith in Oregon. Ohio State now looks like one of the best teams. They played phenomenal. But ASU, I think they really should have won that game. And Notre Dame, like I've said for the past month, I mean, if you watch the video where I talked about the bracket, you can see who I have won the national championship. But I called that game 3 weeks ago. I knew Georgia was overrated. I knew the SEC was overrated. And I knew Notre Dame is extremely underrated because they think this Notre Dame team of Brian Kelly's past. It's not. Marcus Freeman is him. And that loss to Northern Illinois was the best thing to happen to this team. It woke them up, and now they are rolling. I'll be at the Orange Bowl because I live down in Miami. I'll be at the Orange Bowl next week. I'm super excited. But yeah, here's some other great wins that we had. Ferguson, Will Howard, over, bang, hit that on Betr. And then we got 6Xer over on Dabble. Sam Levitt, over. Cam Scattaboo, over. I mean, this guy was phenomenal. Absolutely beast. He crushed it. And then Jeremiah, this game, I don't even think was finished yet. Me and my boy are watching games. This game's in OT. I look up the screen, Jeremiah scores. I truly think when this hit, this game was not over yet, which is nuts. And that's what you love to see. And then here, this one was brutal. I knew ASU's defense was going to be a lot better than a lot of people expected. Quinn only had 160 passing yards with 5 minutes left in this game. I was like, I'm golden. 90 yards. He might be able to get down a little bit, but there's no way he's going to clear 90 yards. But then passing, and then they don't call the targeting call, which would have ended the game. So they go down, they kick it, then he clears it, and then they go into OT. So, I mean, that's just a brutal beat. I mean, you look at those numbers there, and you're like, that wasn't close. But it really was. It was 5 minutes left in the game. This was a lock, and that would have been another win for us. Some of the other ones we obviously had some losses, but some of them were also voided too, which is great. One of them that we had with Archie Manning to score a touchdown because he didn't play, they voided it. So that's another thing too. You want to make sure you have different apps. Make sure you know which ones will void different things. Vivid is phenomenal. Vivid is one of my personal favorites. I use it all the time. They will void tickets if someone doesn't play. Even if the other side loses, the whole thing's voided. And he wasn't even injured. He just didn't play. He didn't get in the game because he is the backup quarterback, and they use him more in the red zone to run the ball in. But it was great. They voided the whole ticket. It happened to us with one of our Celtics, or one of our NBA free picks. The Celtics guy, Tatum, went under, unfortunately, and Grady just didn't play. So they voided that. So that's phenomenal. That's why we love Vivid. Again, sign up using my code Bonfire. They'll hook you up. $250 double deposit bonus. Use them. Helps me out because I get a kickback from them, and it helps you guys out because you get the free plays. So I appreciate it. Now let's get into these incentives. So if you this is on Betr. So before I get into this, most of these videos, as you've seen, I go through the picks. We talk about the lines. Most of them times I'm taking overs, slightly some are unders. The way I'm going to walk through this video today is I'm going to talk about where are these. Okay, these are all right here. I want to make sure I have these highlighted so I can see them. But so I took these on Wednesday. Now, like I mentioned, if you watched my video, I talked about all the incentives. That video was doing great. Go check it out. I appreciate it. Comment on it. But because there's been so much noise about these incentives, all of the sports books started talking about them too. So they started posting about them, and people like me, we're all talking about them. Now this is when you have to monitor lines throughout the week. And when I originally had Evans, who was at 91 receiving yards. So Mike Evans is the biggest one we've seen. His incentive bonus, he needs 5 receptions and 85 receiving yards for $3 million. His line, as I checked, I think last night, this morning, is now up to 102 receiving yards. And I think that'll keep clearing. I wouldn't be shocked if it got up to 105. Now, he only needs 85 receiving yards. If it gets up to 105, that's 20 receiving yards higher than he even needs. He's used a lot of times in the red zone. I could easily see him hitting. I thought he was going to hit this pretty easily. Because, again, this number is very close to the 85 receiving yards he needs. But once it starts shooting up, this is when you want to monitor the lines, try to get, because these are going to keep moving. They're going to keep moving all throughout the week. I noticed the other day they're already moving. They're flying. This is when you have other people shoot the lines up. Take the lines, unless you got them very early, now wait and start taking the unders on these. Some, like Courtland Sutton needs 82 receiving yards, right? He needs 82 receiving yards for $500,000. So take this until it starts getting up until like the 100 for him, which it won't. It's not going to shoot up 60 yards or 40 yards. Take Courtland. You need Courtland. Geno Smith is another one I'd monitor. He needs 185 passing yards for $2 million. Now Geno's great. Again, I liked this play here when I got it, but I don't know what his current line is. I need to check that. I wouldn't be shocked if his line ends up moving into the 270 range. And again, it's because what happens is these books and these apps, they need to have an even amount of money on both sides. That's how sports books make money. They want an even amount on both sides so that they make money off the VIG. They don't care what the actual line is. They just want an even set on both lines. Now, when they know people are going to start hammering the over, that's when we get the value. We get the value on the under. I know a lot of people don't like betting the unders, but a lot of times you can get great value on betting unders. And this is when I think, especially too, once I started seeing yesterday, I think it was DraftKings and someone else was posting about the incentives. I was like, okay, these are, because they already inflate the line a little bit because of the incentives, not on like our end, but because they know the players are going to be trying to push them, and they know that people are aware of Week 18 has the incentive bonuses. This is the first year where I've seen it's plastered everywhere. Like everyone's talking about it, it's all over it, and these lines just started flying. So make sure you monitor these lines. You can follow my free play. All my winnable free plays I'll be posting on Winnable. I'll try to get them. I need to post today's. It's like, what is it? It's like almost 9 o'clock today. I'll post mine today right after this video. And then for Sunday tomorrow, I'm going to try to lock in the plays tonight, and I'll send them over. So for VIP and free picks, go on my Winnable. Again, you can if you just want the free version, free's always saying free. If you don't want to pay, I completely understand. Get the free version. I send them out. It goes right to your phone. If you want the VIP, download Betr, sign up using my code Bonfire. Send me a screenshot of the code that you use to sign up on the app. Because again, if you already have the app, use a different one. Because it doesn't help me out unless you sign up using my code. So if you already have Betr, use Vivid. If you already have Vivid, use Betr. Use Dabble, Wana. Vivid and Wana are two of the newer ones. So I don't think many people have accounts on there. But yeah, do that, and I'll be sending those out. So like I mentioned, Mike Evans's line is he needs 5 receptions and 85 yards for $3 million. Geno needs 185 passing yards for $2 million. Right now, when I checked this is about 246. And then Cortland Sutton needs 82 receiving yards for $500K. Again, I love Cortland here. This one will hit. He's going to get 82 receiving yards no matter what. He'll hit it. This line, I think, is going to shoot out of nowhere because it's plastered everywhere. People see the $3 million. They're hammering it. Get the value on the under when it shoots up to like 105. Okay, now we're going over here. Okay, so Dobbins needs 58 rushing yards for 150,000. And then Derrick Henry's is for a touchdown. If he gets, where's that image? Let me see. So Derrick Henry gets 500K for a touchdown. And then we got, is that JK gets 150K for 58 rushing yards. So these are good right now. If you want to take, I saw Henry's lines actually move down. I don't know how much the Ravens are going to play in this game. We'll see. He'll definitely hit the touchdown, but I think that's taken down off most sites. Some of the other ones that are available are D-Hop. For him to hit a $750,000 escalator, he needs a touchdown, 6 receptions, 140 receiving yards. That's not going to hit. I'm sorry, D-Hop, but there's very unlikely that you hit that. If you do, congrats. I don't see it happening. Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray, if he gets a rushing touchdown, plus 50 rushing yards. That one I like a lot. I think I might add that as well. Gotta look up what his numbers are. We got Tony Pollard, 83 rushing yards. That's also one. He gets 80. Kyler Murray's was, like I said, one rushing touchdown, 50 rushing yards, 750,000. Joe Mix, 107 rushing yards, 250. I could see that hitting. I think they could push for that one. Tony Pollard, like I said, 83 rushing yards for 250K. And Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 1 touchdown, 250K. So again, add me or follow me on Winnable. All the descriptions, all the links are in the description below. Jump in, you'll get these. I'm going to be sending them out, like I said, probably later tonight to try to get the best value to send them over to you guys. We're gonna have a mixer over and under, depending on what the line is, how well they're doing. I'm gonna be monitoring these all day for you guys. So make sure, just go. It's free. If you want the free week of VIP as well, where I'm giving out all the NFL spreads, deposit at least $10 into Vivid, Betr, Dabble, Wana, any of them. shoot me a screenshot of that. Make sure, again, you have to sign up using my code and then deposit that. If you already have one of the apps, like if you already have Betr, because I know it's been out for a while, use Vivid, Wanna, Dabble. I appreciate it. It helps me out, helps you guys out in the free plays. Remember, like, subscribe, comment what your thoughts are, especially too. Let me know which incentive you think is the best play, or if there's any players you want me to look into, I'll look into that as well. And reminder, we were winning. We won a ton. We're gonna keep winning. We're making a push to get into the top 1%. I'm excited about it. I know we're gonna get there. I appreciate it. As always, guys, I appreciate you. Next video, I'll be getting into the Sunday games for the NFL, just like the actual plays, as well as then to the video after, I'll be getting to Sunday night. So remember, like, subscribe. All these videos will be coming out more closer to when the games are happening, just because there's now, it's like NBA day of, so I have to get them out faster. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Have a good one.